Body shaming, both self-criticism and criticism of others, took on a whole new level with the popularity of social media. The media continues to portray the supposed ideal body weight and shape at the expense of the psychological and physical disorders brought about by body shaming. Perhaps it's high time we take the words of American motivational speaker Wayne Dyer more seriously when he said we should begin to see ourselves as a soul with a body rather than a body with a soul. Our topic of discussion on Moments tonight is body shaming.
So we've got two fabulous guests in the building with us. Korra Obidi is a Nigerian model, dancer, artist, actress, singer and songwriter. She's multi-talented. And of course we've also got Taje Prest, who's a Nigerian media personality, fashion designer, and she is passionate about that plus size life. Or we call it the curvy life, right?
Yep.
Welcome ladies, it's great to have you.
Thank you.
I love the fact that we're all different shapes and sizes, but we're not getting into that right now. Let's find out, Korra, excuse you, let's find out what have you been up to, you know, from transitioning from MBGN, going into music. What's on the cards for you for 2018?
For 2018, I'm working on my album. It's called Beyond the Wall, and it's just everything that everyone thinks that Korra would not do.
Yes.
So it's like beyond my comfort zone. And I'm looking forward to it. I just released a song from it. It's called Pack Well. The video is going to drop very soon, and yeah, so that's what I'm working on, basically.
Fantastic. And Taje, we have to come to you because you wear so many hats. I don't know how you do it all. You're, you know, a host, you're a designer, you're an advocate of the curvy life. Talk to us about what you've been up to.
I saw Taje without makeup, and her skin is popping, and she goes, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit.
I love it.
Needs granddad.
I'm just doing a lot at the moment, actually. I'm actually about to branch into this whole acting life.
Wow.
And this is the first time I'm actually talking about it. So we're still shooting, but it's actually something I'm really excited about because it's a character that's somewhat close to my life. In terms of she's a plus size, you know, woman that just doesn't care about people's opinions and just living her life, and a hard worker, which I think that's all me. So it's really exciting, and obviously there's other shows like Serious Banter.
Yeah,
and
that's such an interesting one because, you know, I've seen a good amount of episodes, and the things that people say on there.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes when you're done, do you feel
literally
like...
we're all like look at each other in the room and we're like, yo, is that really what you think, or are you just trying to be? Because there's some very interesting characters. Yeah.
Welcome back to Moments Girls Talk. Tonight we are talking about body shaming and whether or not people are still being body shamed, considering the fact that a lot of different types of bodies have been embraced on social media. Our guests are Korra and Taje. Now, I have a few opinions about this. Okay, so I think human beings are really, really interesting. I think that we've gotten to a place where finally the stick figure, the straight, you know, typical model body type that was very popular in the 90s to 2000 is no longer as popular. And that's definitely, we would have to say thanks to Kim Kardashian. Let's give her the props.
Yeah,
Kim,
I agree.
Really? Kim, yes.
And
Claudia
J-Lo.
Schiffer,
No.
guys. Claudia Schiffer is the original. J-Lo?
No,
J-Lo and Kim.
No.
Because Kim, that extra
Kim,
curve.
yeah.
J-Lo was still, no.
I think Beyonce
J-Lo
as well.
was-
Beyonce,
J-Lo was
you guys,
even Beyonce.
hold on.
Yes.
Let me tell you what happens. And this is what's so interesting about human beings. So it took, you know, a Caucasian woman to make the features that a black woman has more universally accepted. Now, my thing is that with human beings, I feel like, why can't there be a balance? Why is it now that that is the body type that is become the norm, that you see so many people who have done plastic surgery to get? I get the fact that, like, finally a black woman can feel comfortable with having a big booty. Like, no, it's a big deal because before you would go to a store and you try and buy a pair of jeans, and the jeans were measured
Yep.
for people that had no hips.
But let's not get it twisted.
Do you understand?
It's not the entire world that has embraced this new body.
Yes. Yeah.
I was in Asia, like I was in Shanghai, and when you still have a big booty, they go, da pigu means like they're making fun of you, like your booty is so big.
I struggle to find clothes my size in
You can
Asia
never
as
find
well.
it. You have to buy, if you wear a small, you have to buy a medium or a large, else it will not be your size.
Wow.
And you know, I also have a contention with us saying that we didn't embrace, you know, full women until Kim Kardashian, because look at Calabar, look at the fattening room. The culture
within our African
was that
culture,
within
we did,
Africa.
but not within
always
European
want
culture. I
fattening.
mean, it's so funny now that I have, you know, a friend who is, she has a nice body, but she wants a butt lift, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? And she was talking to me about it, and I said, why do you want a butt lift? Your body is nice, you're in proportion. And she was like, she doesn't feel whole. So I feel like there's still
could
people within her.
technology lift her butt before? No, it couldn't. Now there's technology that can do it. We're doing it. Was there Botox before? No, there
Yes,
wasn't, but
yeah,
it's
that's
there now.
true.
We're doing it.
That's
Was
true.
there acrylic before? No, there wasn't. Now we're doing it.
Yes,
So I
yes.
also feel like we're putting a lot of emphasis on personas, right? But those personas has had access to the technology that now existed, and now so do we at a small price.
That's the thing. I think it's not even that the technology has gotten cheaper now, because before you would have to pay maybe $7,000 for a butt lift or butt injection. Now the price is
You can pay $5 grand for a
to
full
Lekki.
everything.
Yeah.
Go to Su- He's actually moved to Lekki from Dubai.
Oh my
How do you know that?
Girl, I don't know. Do I look like I got it work done? I don't know. I mean, Taje, for you, what I love so much so about is that you've been through like body shaming, and I know that that's something that you have always said you don't care, you don't give a damn, like you don't care about it. How did you get comfortable being so comfortable with your body, despite the fact that people might say, "Oh, there's a lot of you"?
I don't know. I think what it was is that at some point when I was younger, I was slimmer. So I did, but the thing with me is that when I was slimmer, they would call me, I had a massive head. I have a big head.
Okay.
But because I'm bigger now, you can't tell because it kind of filled out, so everything looks the same. But when I was slimmer, you could tell that my head was massive. So they used to call me all kinds of things. Coconut head, lollipop, like all kinds of things. If
Oh
you
my
think
God.
about it, they said
Kids are
it.
so
And, and then when I put on weight, to kind of, for whatever reason, it was not a new name. Oh, you're big, you are this, Tiputon, one thing. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna say something, everyone has an opinion. Everyone's going to say, oh, no matter what you do in this life, even if you're broomstick thin or you're massive or you're size 40 or whatever, they're going to have something to say. So
Sorry to interrupt you, but I want to ask what role fashion has played in terms of helping you love and embrace your body. Because you dress, Taje, you are one of the best dressed people I know of any size. Do you know what I mean? And
I like that you put of any side. I was worried that you were going to say.
Yeah, like
say
she
you're
really
beautiful
is.
for
You
a
dress
black
impeccably. So do you feel like, you know, learning how to dress for your shape has enhanced your confidence in your body?
Taje, can you answer that when we come back?
Okay.
All right. Taje's going to answer that question right after this quick break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Moments Girls Talk. So today on the show we're talking about body shaming. We're joined by our lovely guests, Taje and Korra. But before the break, Taje, I was asking you about the role fashion plays in you kind of loving and accepting your body, because you do dress well and it does enhance. We can see that you have everything in all the right places, you know?
By the grace of God, Holy Spirit. I don't know, start telling some long stories, but like since forever, I've always been intrigued by fashion. I've always been interested in fashion. I've always wanted to dress nice for my body for the longest time, and I always believe in taking certain risks. Obviously, as I'm bigger, I understand that there's some risks that I probably just shouldn't take, just to look tasteful and just to look appealing and not to scare people or whatever.
You know, as you mentioned taking risks, excuse me, I came across an article about you, Korra, where I understand you got into a bit of trouble because you exposed your knees in a music video and everybody on social media started trolling you because they felt your knees were dark. So body shaming is not necessarily just about body type, it's about, you know, tell
Actually,
us about that.
It wasn't it's a long story, but to make it short, it wasn't actually a video. It was on my page, and sweet Linda just came and was like, oh, sexy music artist, Korra Obidi, she has nice photos of herself, and she put it on Linda Ikeji, and God knows I got close to 10,000 people talking about how horrible my knees were. And this was when I was so skinny and so like I thought I looked beautiful. I was like devastated. This was my first experience of being literally very trolled. Like, and then I did a reply on my Instagram, and she picked it up again. I was like, oh, Linda.
The thing is, Korra, you know, like it's interesting because I've been on your social media, and you're very comfortable with your body. You know, when you dance, you're wearing like bikini, and in many ways, do you feel like people over-sexualize you because of that? Like, do you feel like in so many ways, people can't separate the fact that you're a dancer and you're like when I'm watching, I don't know, all these dance videos, they're never really wearing clothes. Like, they're always in bra tops and shorts. But for some reason, do you feel like here, we're just not comfortable and used to that kind of connection?
I must say that I think that it's cultural. And we're not used to a woman wearing like, when I came back to Nigeria and I used to wear a sports bra and box shorts to like do dance, which is like the most comfortable I am. It would be like, we need you to wear, but I'm not comfortable in that. You know, I sweat a lot. I don't feel like I'm stretching well, you know, but it's just cultural. And I think that we're getting better. Because I still get sexualized, but not as much as before. Because I think the social media is really helping. Because not as much as before. This one time I was in Oshodi. And I don't know what I was doing in Oshodi, but I was there and there was this girl.
What were you wearing? I'm worried already.
I was covered, but there was a girl who was wearing this short skirt, which was like just right above her knee. And the conductors and the drivers were dragging on her and touching her, and oh my God, they molested her.
You have to be so careful, like specifically because certain parts of Lagos, what you wear.
Yeah, I remember when I first moved back, I would wear leggings all the time. Now, you guys, my butt is small compared to most people, so I don't have a huge.
Is it?
It is. Thank you very much. It is.
Miss Big Booty.
Not really, but let me carry on. But I would go and I would not understand. Because living in the UK and the US, you wear short shorts and you go out in Times Square, nobody looks at you. So I didn't understand why people were really staring at me and making comments. I'm like, I'm wearing leggings and a shirt. What's the big deal? But I feel like in Africa we're definitely more sensitive and conservative. Yes.
So is body shaming worse for us because we clearly over-sexualize things?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you just wear basic things that, you know, anywhere else in the world, nobody's going to say, oh, why is she wearing tight trousers?
But you know what they say? Oh, we have kids here. I'm like, kids don't sexualize people. Adults do.
My sister, that's very true.
So,
very, very true.
Well, thank you so much to our guests, Korra and Taje, for coming on talking about body shaming and being so honest with your opinions. It's time for a break, after which we will be back with In a Nutshell.
And we're back. It's the final stretch of Moments Girls Talk, but of course we still got plenty to talk about as we get into In a Nutshell with the ladies. So it's been a pretty, I think, diverse and dynamic conversation is the way to put it, because, you know, to sum it up, body shaming from being amplified by social media goes beyond, you know, your size, it's your shape, it's features parts of you as well. What do you take away from today?
I thought it was so interesting what Korra was talking about, you know, about the knees, and I feel like Nigerians are on this troll on bleaching parole. I call it bleaching police. And it's so funny because I remember there was a popular international celebrity, but she had come to Nigeria and she's mixed. And when she took a picture, the part of her leg was dark and the other part, and then there was a comment there and it was from a Nigerian, why are your legs dark? And it was like,
remember Tiwa Savage went through that as well. Remember there's that one picture she took and her feet were dark.
And it's just like, sometimes
it's lighting,
or sometimes it's like, oh, you know, maybe it's possible that I just have dark legs. Maybe genetically. Like, I'm just like, I understand like a lot of people are bleaching, but we need to chill on like the whole body shaming. We're just trolling. We need to chill. We need to calm down.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But I also feel like with body shaming, something that we have to, you know, if you have that confidence within yourself, like, look, I'm okay, because today it's thick. As you guys were talking about the trend for skinny, you know, back in the day, that could always come back. I feel like the ideal body is never a permanent thing. Remember when Kim took that picture where she was on a beach and you saw that she'd had plastic surgery, like her bum was really big and it was kind of like had dimples, like it looked like botched surgery. And people now went in on her saying, oh, look at Kim's body, it's not real. You can see the surgical scars, you can see it's fake. So I think that just gets to show you, if Kim Kardashian, who's meant to be the epitome of the most beautiful women, isn't really all real and can still get body shamed, there's no hope for the rest of us. We should just accept ourselves as we are.
That's true. No, I'm totally with you on that. And you know, I think we often forget about health. And ultimately, that's what I feel is most pertinent is, are you healthy? Have you got peace of mind? Are you happy? No matter what's out there, this thing is going to change. And the other thing is, remember, as women, our body changes 20 times in our lifetime. I'm 30 right now and I'm going through this situation where there's, you know, curves in places I've never had them before. I'm not understanding.
The genetics are coming out.
Girl, Well, listen, it comes with age. You know, it started at 25 and things start evolving. So Rihanna's embraced all her different shapes.
I know.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
the other day,
Rihanna.
it's so funny. I was eating, and then I was adding a lot of weight. So then I told my people were like, "Oh, you look chunky or something." I was like, "I'm Rihanna-ing." I'm like, deal with it. You know, deal with
become
it.
a verb, yeah.
Awesome. Guys, it's been such an amazing episode, and we hope that you have been inspired to feel comfortable in your body, regardless of what shape, size, or it is. Make sure that you feel comfortable. Remember, like Mbai said, it is literally about peace of mind. We hope that we will also stop trolling each other. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Moments Girls Talk. Always remember, if you can think it, you can do it.